For someone who feels like the world is a heavy place right now, work, family, stress, what would you say the first gentle step towards supporting their well-being again?
So something that's popping in for me now is, what does joy look like for you? Or what did it look like for you maybe
Yeah.
at some point in your life? And how can you create that right now? Because that will take you out of the dark phase that you're in. And please, I'm not saying let's avoid our emotions. It's not what this is about. But in these 10 seconds,
Remind yourself.
What can I do to shift the state to maybe where I did feel joy? What did feeling joy look like? And how can I replicate that? And of course, it's going to have to be honest and open and vulnerable with yourself, first and foremost.
Yeah.
To say, well, if this is a pattern now, this has become a pattern, what is it about my life that I need to change, that I need to look at? Because if we're in a cycle or a pattern of feeling a certain way or behaving or reacting in a certain way, that's a lot deeper than just, well, let me just think happy thoughts.
Yes.
That's not going to change
100%.
it.
Yes,
That's just superficial. That's the plaster that you don't have in your first aid kit. That's what that is.
Don't tell everybody. Don't tell people. Jess, it wasn't me.
I'm coming with plasters and full.
One of my most favorite things is the part where we talk about just the one thing. And before we finish our conversation, Petra, we always talk about like the one thing, one small thing someone listening right now can do to support their well-being. What would that look like for them?
So I'd like to invite us to a bit of a deeper question. So what is just one thing? What is just one story that you've been holding on to for so long that has become your identity, but it actually doesn't contribute to your well-being?
Yeah.
So that story could be, it's a big one.
Interesting.
Okay. I think I told you it was off air last week. I was getting my nails done, and there was a lady sitting opposite me.
Yes,
that had,
I remember.
A tattoo on her forearm that said diabetes. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2. And
you said exactly the same thing as well.
Yeah, and it could be, and maybe it was an alert. You even mentioned
alert
like an
bracelet,
alert medic bracelet type thing. So maybe it's life and death for her. But what really broke my heart, because I did consider that, and I thought, but she's tattooed it. She's literally embodied it. She's owning that story. When you own something that much, there's no space for possibilities. Yeah. There's no room for miracles or change. If I had owned that I wasn't epileptic, I would never have taken steps to look at what else was possible.
Yes.
And to be in that state. And one of my favorite quotes that I actually use right at the beginning of my book is a quote that says, I am. 2 of the most powerful words, for what you put after them shapes your reality.
Yeah.
So what is that story? I am, what are you saying? What are you holding on to after that story? Because that maybe could be what's limiting your sense of well-being, whether it's your joy, your emotions, your physical well-being, psychological, and really ask yourself, well, if I didn't have to hold on to the story, what else would be possible?
100%.
So just one thing today is ask yourself, what is the story that I've personified, that I've made truth,
you've owned,
that I've owned, exactly. I've lived that story on repeat so many times that I don't see myself separate to it.
I know you might or might not be here next week, but we are going to chat on the phone.
Yes.
But what are we chatting about next week? Just tease us a little bit.
Oh, okay. So teasing. How do I tease without giving the thing away? Oh my goodness, Paulie. Okay, I'm going to, let's see if anyone comes up with it. Lavender. I'm going to say lavender, and I'm just going to say lavender.
Flowers. I can buy myself flowers.
we can Miley Cyrus it.
Friend, thank you so much for your time and your energy. I have learned a lot today, and looking forward to chatting some more and getting to a place where we can all just be healthy and happy.
Absolutely. Amen to that. Thank you.
We'll chat to you next week.
Awesome. Have a beautiful day.